Merry Christmas! Welcome back to our vlog, and guess what? It is a Christmas special. We put up the tree not that long ago, so we want to show you all our favourite bits of it. So come join us for this very special episode. Let's do it! Yay! Okay, first things first, we only have one place for our Christmas tree, as you can see here. We can't put it near our TV, can't put it over here because we've got cupboards and our kitchen. So really our only place is here. So come with me over here, and first thing we need to take down our beautiful Chris Rivers art, and let's get unpacking. They say apparently you can tell the age of your Christmas tree by the rings around the box, as in this case, the tape rings. I would have to say that this would be about maybe 12, 13 years old. So let's get this tree out and get going.
So one of my favourite parts about this tree is the end bits and how they've got more of an authentic look to them. And the good thing is it fills out with these not so authentic bits, which is good because it makes the tree full and doesn't look empty. It also supports our decorations because we've got a lot of decorations to get across the tree because we collect decorations from all around the world.
I'm surprised that there is still any Christmas tree left with these little bits and pieces that end up everywhere. I swear it was only the other day I was still picking them up. And now there's more! Okay, gonna clean up, keep the space clean, and then we can keep going.
As everyone knows, I love tech. We have Festivia Hue lights. Now these lights are very magic, just like all our Hue lights across the whole house. Every single light apart from our garage lights are Hue, and so we can control the colour, the warmth, we can do timers, we can do all different things. One of the tricky parts of putting the lights on the tree is because they have sequences and patterns, you've got to make sure that you start at the bottom, work your way up, and make sure that you've got an even flow all the way around the tree, right to the very top, because of the way that they sequence. Let's give it a go and show you what I mean.
And my job is this. If you see here, you can see that the lights are changing colour from the bottom up. They're not quite in sync. We need to resync them, but you can see that the hue is changing as it moves up the tree. So it's all green down at the bottom at the moment, and then it's moving up to orange, and now all those colours are moving up. Looking good, baby.
Sure is.
Looking good.
Yay!
And now it is time to put out our lovely decorations. front. We have so many of them. We've been collecting a lot of these decorations since we've known each other pretty much, isn't it, Chris? So,
That's right.
what, 13 years?
Yes.
A few of them I had beforehand, but most of them now are things that we've collected along the way from our trips, from the musicals we've seen, and some of them are family traditions. So let's get going and show you what some of our favourite decorations are. And of course, you've got to put the decorations that are no longer favourites at the back. Although I like that sheep. He's cute.
So this piece here is one of my favourite pieces. Guess what? It's a Mariah Carey one. There we go. All I Want for Christmas Is You. It's beautifully made out of Swarovski crystal, and it was a limited edition that was released a couple of years back, and I had to get it as soon as it got released. And for me, it always takes pride of position right at the front, right near a light, because it glistens so beautifully.
So the first decoration I want to talk about is Gay Lion. You can see the beautiful shoes they're wearing and the lovely crown. This was a set of 6 other decorations that I got when I first came out, had my own place, and needed to buy a whole bunch of new Christmas stuff, including this tree, and we have this beautiful one, and I'll show you the rest in a second. But Gay Lion always goes right near the front, right near Mariah.
So this is a Pretty Penguin. This is one of the 6 that Greg bought as the collection for when he first moved out and bought his own Christmas tree and decorations. And when I came along, he was gifted to me as a decoration to put on the family Christmas tree. There's Pretty Penguin. This is Slinky. Weak. He's a bit of a tricky one to put on the tree, but we'll do our best. Let's go one side here.
So a lot of our decorations, like we were saying before, come from our holidays, and we have a whole bunch from New York because New York is one of our favourite destinations. How many times? I think we've been there 6 times.
Yeah.
And in the last 11 or so years, 6 times. That's pretty good, all the way from Melbourne. But some of our favourite decorations is this one that we got from Central Park, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And what have you got there?
This is the Empire State Building. So we've been there a couple of times, and it's such a beautiful building and so iconic for the place in New York, and we had to certainly bring some memorabilia home with us, and what best than a Christmas decoration. So this decoration here is a beautiful one to commemorate the 9/11 memorial when we saw it in America. I'm actually going to read the little card here because it's such a beautiful story. It says here, the Kelly pear tree was discovered in the rubble of Ground Zero during the recovery operation after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. The severely damaged tree was nursed back to health and became known as the Survivor Tree. It now stands at the 9/11 memorial as a living reminder of our shared strength in the face of tragedy. It's such a beautiful, beautiful piece, so fragile, and it always takes pride of place. It was such a unreal experience at the memorial, and I'm glad we've got it to remember that time. And we want to make sure that it's nice and secure on the tree, because I'd be absolutely devastated if it ever got damaged. But it's a beautiful piece, right next to Precious Penguin, Pretty Penguin, sorry.
of course, the reason why we go to New York all the time is that we go to Broadway and see a whole bunch of musical theatre. So, no surprise, a lot of our decorations are from musicals we see. But this one in particular is quite special because it was from the, what was it called?
Broadway Market.
The Broadway Market. And the company of Wicked were selling these baubles that are filled with old parts of their costumes and curtains after they updated them. So I think this one is super special.
So we all know that I love Beauty and the Beast. I couldn't have a Christmas tree without a Beauty and the Beast decoration. Here we go.
But it's kind of ugly, isn't it?
It's very ugly. But I couldn't not have something to represent my favourite ever cartoon and musical.
Where's it going on the tree?
At the back.
At the back. Speaking of ugly, we have this baby here, which is the Royal Caribbean Ovations of the Sea cruise liner, which we went on, I think it was in 2018, and I don't really like this decoration. It's such a weird one, but we had to get it because how could you not?
So one of our trips to the US, we went to Washington DC and we went to the visitor center at the White House, and we got some beautiful decorations. This is one of my favorite ones. It's also beautiful quality. It's really heavy and just looks beautiful. We got a little bit of a collection of them as well. As you all know, I love puppies, so we couldn't go past a Beau dog. Now this is Michelle and Barack's puppy. His name's Beau. It's a little bow on the back, and he's a beautiful little puppy. So I always like to have him just near Slinky because they talk to each other. So I'm gonna pop him just in here. And then the other one I've got, which I really, really love, is this one here. Now this one here's from 2023. It's a Christmas wreath for the White House. So you'll see it's the White House down the bottom here. And this is also one of my favorites as well. So that one also gets pride of place just below Mariah. There we go.
So somehow we've gotten a collection of birds over the years, which always have to go near the top, don't they, Chris?
Sure do. That's where birds live, up the top.
Yeah.
Near the trees.
So these next couple of decorations were made by my kids when they were young. One of them is an adult now, yet he made this lovely little Santa when he was in kindergarten. And then the other made, these two got a skateboarding Santa made with clay. and this little cork reindeer. So they're about to go on the tree now too. So the second last decoration that goes on our trees are our named baubles. I have one, Chris has one, and our two children have one each, and they take prime position on the tree.
Back to me.
So the final thing that we put on the Christmas tree is a family tradition, a Hungarian family tradition that I have grown up with, and it is these. They are called Salonkakurs. I didn't know that they were called that up until now. I've been calling them Solmsicles. That's how we grew up calling them, but I looked it up for this video and they are pronounced Salonkakurs. And back hundreds of years, they used to wrap fondant in chocolate and then cover it in foil and then hang that on the Christmas tree. As far as I remember, my mum, when she was a kid, they would hang them on their Christmas trees, but she would have boiled lollies in them. And I remember that she was telling us a while ago that she used to, as kids, or all of her sisters used to take the boiled lollies out and put rocks in them and hang them back on the tree. But the only problem with that was that when it came to dividing them up after Christmas had finished, they'd eaten them all, so they had no more sweets. So when I was a kid, we used to have chocolates inside, but we used to cover them in our Easter egg wrappers. We used to save our Easter egg wrappers in March and April and then wrap these up with those different bright colours. But these days, we've come up with a design where we use lovely bright coloured paper and we hang them all over our trees. I can't bear to get rid of this tradition. I think I'm the only one in the family that continues to do it. To me, a Christmas tree is not a Christmas tree without Salonkakurs. So let's finish off this tree.
Rick, we forgot something.
What?
A hat.
A hat.
It's not Christmas without a Christmas hat.
Why do we need Christmas hats? Because it's Christmas.
Because it's Christmas.
Okay, so the final thing we've got to do is put the star on the tree. So let's do it.
Do it.
So here is our collection of Christmas vinyl that we've collected over the last few years. We love to play these throughout the whole month of December, and let's just have a look through them now. So what would you say your favourite Christmas vinyl in this box is?
I would have to say the Kellys. There's 2 Kelly albums, wrapped in red, and when Christmas comes around, these 2, fantastic. She just knows how to do Christmas. It's actually quite embarrassing because I often put things on shuffle on my playlists, and they always pop up and people go, "Is that a Christmas song?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's an all year round song."
Absolutely.
So, and then obviously we can never not comment about Kylie. Kylie Christmas is the best album ever.
It's great, isn't it?
It sure is. It's really, really good. So creative.
Even better than Where Is Your Other Love? Yeah.
There she is, the iconic Mariah Carey. Look, it's a beautiful album. I still love it. Still love listening to it. But it's not an album that I can listen to all year round. It's only a Christmas album that I can listen to at Christmas. I'm losing interest.
Yeah.
So.
But you don't like this one, do you?
No, that's terrible.
Mariah Carey, Merry Christmas
to you. An honourable mention that I have to mention is this one here. Now, this one here is Kenny and Dolly, Once Upon a Christmas. This album I actually inherited without my parents knowing from their collection. And I'm sure they'll probably see this video and they'll probably go, "We want that back." And I'm like, "Nah, you're not having it back."
No, I love this one.
It's so good, and it is just pure Dolly, pure joy. What was yours?
So some of my favourites. I can't ever go past some John Farnham and Olivia Newton-John. I also really like Darren Criss's A Very Darren Christmas. It's such a great album, and songs like I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. No one does that song as much as they should.
A great song.
It is awesome, and I can't go past, not because I actually really like it that much, but good old New Kids on the Block, Merry Merry Christmas. It's actually a really terrible album. So let's maybe play some Kylie.
Sounds good.
So let's do that.
Remember when I said before that our lights are smart?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually go into Opal Pastel, which is one of our favourites. And so instead of the gradient going up and down, we've got a bit of a twinkle going on and a pastel feel.
Beautiful.
And coloured. It's beautiful.
My favourite is the Opal one. It's really nice.
So we go back to Opal.
Thank you for watching our Christmas episode. Thank you for helping me set up the tree. Once again, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what we did, come and join us and click like and subscribe. And if you even super liked what we did, I also have a members only VIP section. So click join and have a look at all the options there. But I think we are going to have a sit on the couch and maybe watch a Christmas movie tonight.
Sounds good.
Which is good. Okay, bye. Mwah.